Hi, so I have a question. Like, do you know who I am? No? Doesn't ring a bell? Well, honestly, same. Who would know me? I'm literally irrelevant. Hi guys, it's Zenrik. Welcome to today's video. So for today's video, I finally decided to do the Foxy eye tutorial that I told you guys about in my past videos. Subscribe if you aren't already because she's a consistent queen now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna jump right into the tutorial because I know y'all are gonna run me to filth for that. So I'm gonna start with my base. So for my base, I'm gonna be mixing The Ordinary hyaluronic acid and also this Revlon Color Stay foundation. I'm gonna use this as a base and then put this on top. Okay, so last night I actually had like an eye irritation. It was literally like super red. Like I was kind of concerned. But did I learn? Not at all. Look at me wearing contacts still. I'm only going to be putting on like one pump of foundation. I don't really use that much foundation when I do this Foxy eye look because we love a natural girl fantasy. Oh, and by the way, excuse this zit right here. I'm not going to attempt to cover it because I don't have the time to cover that shit up, but like just ignore it. Okay. So I've learned that he put like his concealer like here and also like here to really pull it out, you know. For 2021, I'm actually planning to set goals for my YouTube channel so that I'll be more inspired to do videos. So my goal is maybe like in October or maybe at the end of this year, I'm going for 50K subscribers. Is that big? Who knows? I really want to do this whole YouTube thing, you know? And I feel like the way to inspire yourself to do more videos is to actually set goals for yourself and what you want to achieve. If you're new, please subscribe to my channel because I always upload videos every Fridays. That's my schedule, sis. So I'm gonna blend this in. I'm actually gonna use this concealer to double up as eye primer because I don't really have like oily lids, so I don't really have problems with creasing with my eyeshadows. If your eyelids are really oily though, you might want to use eyelid primers or eyeshadow primers. If y'all are looking for a good one, I suggest the Anastasia Beverly Hills. These are really good. Gosh, my eyes are literally like still red from last night, like this part right here. But we're just gonna roll with it because I like my hazel eyes. She swears she has hazel eyes. So I'm mostly applying concealer on the center points of my face to really put the center forward. And also when you do your concealer, drag it upwards instead of like flat like that. Okay, I look kind of busted, but who cares? I'm gonna cream contour using this LA Girl Pro concealer. And this is in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And I put the line like diagonally like that. Is that diagonal? I don't know. I don't want to put it like straight. And then I also put some on my lips to make it look a bit bigger. And then I would just blend that right away before I contour my nose. Doesn't really matter if this doesn't show up as much as you want it to because we're gonna like contour with powder later on, so daddy chill. And you guys, I'm so happy because with my past video, I have a lot of good responses from my trans sisters. They're all messaging me like, oh, the same thing's happening to me. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. It was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I'm actually doing something that other people can relate. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this time I'm gonna start contouring my nose. So what I do is like, I just put like a line and also like underneath and one on the other side as well. Just like that, sissy girl. Bring that up to my brows. And then I low-key like blend it away. And you might be wondering, Zenrik, that's too dark. Sis, don't worry, we're gonna put like concealer over it to make it look a little bit more subtle. When you contour your lips, it makes your lips bigger. And even though I have like big lips already, I want my lips to look more poutier because it's wide, but it's not that big. Okay, that does not make any sense. Okay, so now that we look like Oompa Loompa, we're just gonna put concealer down the sides of the nose so that it won't be this harsh. So for that, I'm gonna be using the LA Girl Creamy Beige Concealer to counteract that darkness that we just made. Now, you might be wondering, that does not make any sense, Zenrik, because why are you covering your contour? Like, why would you put contour if you're going to cover it in the first place? It does make a difference because it kind of creates like a shadow. That's why I always do this. See, there's like a little bit of a hue. Not a hoe, a hue. Okay, so what I'll do next is I'm going to set my face with translucent powder. I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun in translucent. We're going to lightly, and when I mean lightly, I mean like go ham on it. Bake our face. I know some people don't like the idea of baking, but it honestly does work for me, and my skin looks very flawless afterwards, and you just can't tell me to not do it. Okay, so time to do my brows. I'm gonna be using two brow liners for this look. I'm gonna use like a skinny one and then a fat one, like just a fat juicy eyebrow pen, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be using this brow pencils from Wet n Wild. They are cruelty free, so we love that. I'm gonna take the skinnier one, and what I'll do is I'll trace the outline of my brows. I'm gonna focus on making my brows look like they're going upwards like that, because what that does is that it pulls your eyes, girl, and make it seem like you have like a very foxy eye situation going on, when in reality you look like a butthole. Girl, I can't do my brows while I'm talking, so... Okay, see how I literally dragged that upwards like that? That's what we want to do. Okay. Yeah, that's hot. You guys, I literally died with Got Mixed look on the season finale of RuPaul's Drag Race. We love supporting trans sisters out there, even though like he's a trans man, so I shouldn't be calling him sister. I should call him like brother, so we love supporting that. But yeah, his looks were like insane. He's always gonna be the winner for me. Okay, so now that we have the outline for our brows, you might want to ask yourself, do they look similar? And no, they don't. They don't look similar for me. It's the asymmetrical eyebrows for me. But yeah, we're just gonna roll with it because I can't be bothered to like do the most with my brows, because I have no one to impress but myself and my anxiety. You know, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the fat Wet n Wild brow pencil, and we're just gonna fill in the sparse areas. Okay, so after you fill that in, you might want to ask yourself again, does it look sickening? And if the answer is yes, proceed to the next step, and if the answer is no, go kill yourself. So after that, we're gonna go back to our itty bitty slim little skinny legends petite kind of girl Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil, and what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna draw on like hair-like strokes to make it look more believable, because we don't want these guys to know that we're fake and we're catfishing people. That looks sickening. Okay, let's do the other side. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna take this random brow gel that I have right now. This is recommended by my bestie Yoshi though, so not so random after all. I'm so excited to show you guys this new product because I've been working so hard for this. I've been working for this for so long and I'm really proud of it. Why am I literally acting like I developed and created this product? I literally just depotted these shadows and I'm acting like I made it. This is the eyeshadow that I'm going to be using, and these are custom made. These shadows are from the 39A palette from Morphe, and use code ZENRIC for literally 0% off because companies don't want to work with me because I'm irrelevant. We all love an irrelevant sister. Oh! Isn't she canceled though? So we're also going to focus the darker shades on the outer part of the eye and pull it upwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a base color first, this one, like the lightest one here at the bottom. And I'm just going to take like a big fat fluffy brush like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my concealer that we used earlier and kind of connect it with the nose contour that we had. So you'll have something like that. I literally don't know why I'm so hyper today. So after that, I'm gonna take this shadow right here. This is a very neutral brown. And I'm gonna take that on my outer V and basically pulling it outwards up to my temples. And we're just gonna keep blending it. I'm just gonna take like literally the same brown that we used on the outer V and then you put that on my lower lash. And this just ties the whole look together. That's really pretty. Okay, so for the middle of the eye, I'm just gonna take this shade right here. I'm just gonna place it like on this flat brush and just put it on the center. Okay, so the next step that we're gonna do is we're gonna do eyeliner. Now, if you wanna use black eyeliners, that's fine, but I recommend finding a gel liner. I'm just gonna use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Granite. So our liner also has to go upwards, not flat, not downwards, upwards. Okay, sissy? So I'm just gonna focus and I'm not gonna talk while I'm gonna do this because I might have a panic attack, so. Okay, so we have the baseline done. Okay, so we have our eyeliner on this eye done, and what I did is I made the line a little bit thicker on the outside and then thinner on the inside, and then I put like a little bit of a flick right there. You see that? That's very feline. We're just gonna repeat this step on the other side, and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I've done liners for both eyes, and I'm kind of okay of where they're at as of the moment. We're gonna fix it with powder, so don't worry. Okay, so next step, I'm gonna take like a flat tiny little synthetic brush like this, and I'm gonna take a dark brown color just like this one, and I'm just gonna smudge my eyeliner to my eyeshadow so that it would be a little bit more seamless. Make sure you don't go below. Make sure you don't smudge it below, because that's not the look that we're going for, sis. Blend it upwards. Okay, so this is how it should look like. Very smoky, very blown out, very foxy, and very sultry. I don't even know what sultry means, but like I just hear a lot of beauty gurus say it, so I'm saying it too. Okay, so I'm just gonna be curling my eyelashes upwards. So the mascara that I'm gonna be using, by the way, is this Maybelline New York Foxy Lash Lift. Oh, I already look kind of sickening though. Okay, so for my bronzer, I'm also gonna do the diagonal angle that we did with the eyes and also the brows. Okay, so I'm also gonna use bronzer here to shorten my forehead. And then my secret weapon, I have a crimson chin, and we have to fix that. What I do is I just do this. Okay, time for blush. And for today's blush, I'm going to be using this very mauve-y blush. This is from a local brand here in the Philippines called Everbilena. This is in the shade Fig, by the way, if you live here in the Philippines and you can find it. It's called Fig. And I'm just gonna put it right where my bronzer and my highlight starts. Okay, so now time for nose contour. So for nose contour, I usually just use like a different powder for it because I don't want my nose contour to be too harsh. So I'm just gonna use this butter bronzer in light bronzer. And what I'll do is I'll just like trace where I put the contour, like the cream contour earlier. I'm just gonna trace that. Then also put like a little bit on the tip and like that's literally it. Okay, so for lashes, I'm gonna use these lashes that I cut specifically for my Foxy eye situation. So I'm just gonna put this on and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so my lashes are on and I just placed them like on the outer edge of the eye, and that really pulls my eye look together, I guess. New one. Mega Glow highlighter in Golden Flower Crown, and I'm just gonna put that on the high points of my cheek, just like that. Okay, a little bit up here on the bridge of my nose. Okay, so this is the finished look, you guys. I hope you guys love this so much because I kind of love it. It makes me look very Asian and very subtle and very petite. But yeah, hope you guys love this video so much, and I hope you learned something. I hope you like and subscribe, share it to your friends. And just a quick reminder, for all of y'all bitches who be going through it nowadays and not feeling at their best, just know that it's gonna get better. I'm not telling you to feel better now, but like, it's gonna get better, sis. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye!